F&M introduced Freedom, four-color process heat transfers to the market. We opened a whole new world of full-color capability, like this photographic football player, to heat press decorators across the country. Now, this revolutionary screen-printed four-color process technology does present some new challenges in artwork preparation. Understanding how your colors are going to be produced in four-color process, or CMYK, is important to ensure the finished product will meet your expectations. In this video, we're going to take a look at the handling of blacks, grays, and halftones that fade from black to gray to white in CMYK. Now, the first thing you want to do, whether you're working in CorelDRAW, Adobe Illustrator, or Photoshop, is check to make sure you're working in a CMYK color mode. So in Illustrator, I simply go to File, Document Color Mode, and ensure that CMYK color is selected. Now that I'm working in CMYK, we're going to take a look at the handling of standalone blacks. Now these are blacks that are just solid. They're not containing any halftones, gradients. There is no fading into another color. Any area where you want a solid, rich black in your file. Now these two F&M logos look identical, but there's a difference in the CMYK breakdown that'll give you a different result, and one will give you a better result for blacks. The one on the left, if we select it and you look at the CMYK breakdown, is 0, 0, 0, 100. Now, the mix here contains no cyan, no magenta, no yellow, just black. Now, this will give you a black result, but for the deepest, richest blacks, you want to set it up like the file here on the right, which contains a CMYK mix of 40, 30, 30, 100. Now, this rich black is going to give you a much deeper, much richer black, and you want to save this result. So what I like to do is go ahead and create a swatch that has this mix of 40, 30, 30, 100. It's in CMYK color mode. The process type is process color. And I name it Rich Black, and I save this to my color swatch palette so I have it to reference for future use. Anytime I want to have a standalone text that is black, or I want to have a good solid area of black, I'll use this Rich Black swatch to color my file. Now the next area we want to look at is the handling of grays. We'll go back to our image here on the left that is just our 100% K. And with grays, you don't want to use a four-color mix. You only want to use a percentage of K or percentage of black. So if I'm going to make this F a gray color, I want to retain the 0, 0, 0 levels for the cyan, magenta, and yellow, and I'm only going to adjust the levels for the K. Now, if I want a medium gray, I'm going to be at about 50% K. If I want to go to a lighter gray, I can go down to 20, 25% of the K. And if I want to go darker, I can go 75, 85% for a darker gray. But with grays, standalone grays do not include any CMYK or any CMY in your mix, only percentages of K. Now the next area is halftones, so fading from a black to gray to white, and we're going to show you how to get a good, clean halftone that doesn't have any shifts or any hues in the color. Now, in the gradient palette here, we're going to take a look at the top color, which is our darkest, the black area, and we're going to look at the CMYK mix here. Now, you can see that it starts out at 14% cyan, no magenta, 7% yellow, and 100% K. Now, everybody knows that blue and yellow make green. So this, as it fades from the darkest area to the lightest area, because there's cyan and yellow in this, there's potential for there to be a green hue in the gray halftone. What I'm going to do is to correct that is to go ahead and knock out the cyan and knock out the yellow and make a good solid black. So I'm starting at just black, and I'm going to check the bottom of the color. So we're going to do the lightest area of the gradient, and we're going to check it, and we can see here that there's 3% cyan, no magenta, no yellow, and 3% K. Well, I'm just going to make this a clean white and knock it down to 0, 0, 0. And now my halftone fades from 100% K to 0% across the board. This is going to give me a clean fade from black to gray to white. There's going to be no hue or chance for shifting in color. Now I'm going to go ahead and drag this to my color swatch and create a swatch, and I'm going to name it black to white halftone, and I have that there for future use. So that's how you handle blacks, grays, and halftones from black, gray to white in CMYK.